Being in Austin for the Formula One Grand Prix was such an incredible experience. It took us a minute to actually get inside though, because it was 30 minutes to wait for the gates to officially open, and then another 30 minutes to wait for the long line. Once inside, I wanted to check out all of the booths, and we also got to see Logan's car. Stopped by one of the booths and I got this Austin hat, which is super cute. We also went to the seating area by the track. I'm actually not 100% sure what turn this was, but it was cool to actually watch some of the cars go by, and I don't actually know what cars were driving around, if I'm being honest. Then we went to this big tent that had a lot of breakfast options, so I got myself a breakfast burrito because breakfast is essential. We also got to see this McLaren tent that you had to show proof of owning a Chrome app to get in. I already had it on my phone, so I got in real fast, but I didn't get a chance to sim race because the line was way too long and I didn't want to wait a few hours for that. Then we headed towards the main grandstands, which I didn't realize was a good walk to the other side of the circuit, and on the way we found an outlet and I got this Max Verstappen shirt. I had totally forgotten about watching the drivers come in, and it was really more of the fact that somebody had said in Austin it is an inconvenient place to meet the drivers when they come in, but I did get to see them, and there's Nico Hülkenberg. And then after that came Esteban Ocon, and then we did see Kevin Magnussen, but I didn't get a video of it, and then we also saw Valtteri Bottas. I wish I had been there in time to see the other drivers though, but we walked over to turn 1 and there was already a huge group of people filling it up, so we had to search for a spot. Here's the Porsche Cup start of the race. We got hot dogs and they were disproportionately long, so I only ate like half of one.
Tires, you might be surprised are complete thin.
After the race, we had waited for a really long time and they did a little parade with all of the drivers around the circuit. There's Checo and Max. I think that's George and Lewis. And here's McLaren. Oh my gosh, my camera angle was really bad, but it was so cool seeing them. I think one of them had binoculars or something, but not sure why.
In the hole of the grave.
After the national anthem, we watched them all get ready for the race, and I was getting super excited. Obviously, we had the formation lap, which built up the anticipation, and everyone was screaming every time each driver that they liked would go by.
It's extraordinary the draw that this event has had and the people it's brought here. It all starts at turn 1. Yeah, that sounds like fairly simplistic.
Alcoholics, away we go. Good song from the front row.
I was going to start walking down to the gate around lap 48, but we started walking down near the gate to the track at lap 47. We should have left earlier, to be honest, but I probably could have gotten a better spot during the celebration. We had to wait in this area for about 20 minutes and the crowd just kept getting bigger and bigger, but we got a decent spot. It was pretty easy to get from the side, but then we ran onto the track and I didn't want to get too close to the front of the podium area. That was mainly because I'm not tall enough, so I kind of stayed back and I could have gotten a little bit closer, but like I said, I just don't think I would have been able to see them, so I finally made it and there were a lot of people who stood on the fence. But I didn't know that was even a possibility. Everything was going great for a while until Max came out, and then a lot of fans were being very disrespectful and booing. I understand Max not being your favorite driver, he is one of mine, but I'm understandable for other people's opinions. My question is, why would you boo someone, especially if you're a Red Bull fan like many of these people were? They were only here for Checo, and it just seemed interesting to watch them boo a part of their own team. Some people said the booing was not for Max, except there was a lot of notable booing because it was only during Max's moments or receiving the trophy or anything like that. But otherwise, it was so much fun to watch the champagne celebration in person. It was a really cool experience, and I'm so glad that I got to see Max, Lewis, and Lando up there. It was the perfect drivers to see at the podium celebration. Once the podium celebration was over, I tried to see if they were signing anything, but at least from where I was, they weren't. I also watched a lot of people pick up pieces of rubber and sign the track. I didn't because I knew that it was going to go away like very soon, so I just kind of skipped over that. After that, we left the track and went over to see if I could get anything for my friend, who gave me like $70, but there really wasn't anything to get her because everything was super expensive and she wanted something from Ferrari. I wanted the NFL Lando jersey, but it was over $200, so I was just deciding not to spend my money on it, even though I really wanted to. There was a DJ at the concert venue, and he played pretty good music, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm not going to play it. After that, it took me about 20 minutes to decide what poster I wanted, and that was the last thing that we did before we left COTA. I'm going to make an effort to spend more time at COTA next year, but I can't do it without your support. Thanks so much for watching, and please give me recommendations and criticism.